Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Docherty replaces LaNeve at GM. VW says the car market will not recover until at least 2013. And Nissan's latest concept car banks as it goes into turns. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Thursday, October 8th, 2009, and now the news. General Motors named Susan Docherty yesterday evening to replace Mark LaNeve as the head of sales. Docherty, 45 years old, had been running the Buick GMC brands. GM has not named the replacement for Docherty and said it would go outside the company to find a replacement to ensure it brings fresh blood and ideas into the company. In the email blast that we sent out yesterday with the show, we carried a headline that said Mark LaNeve had been fired. That prompted General Motors to contact us denying he had been fired and saying Mark LaNeve actually got a great job at an unnamed company outside the auto industry. We were wrong to say that he was fired. I guess we should have said he got out while the getting was good. It's kind of hard to read what's going on with management at GM these days. About a month ago, we cited several news sources reporting that Chief Financial Officer Ray Young was leaving the company. I later heard from my sources that Young was still there and was telling everyone he wasn't leaving. When I called GM to find out what was going on, it would not even comment on the situation. In fact, they wouldn't even comment if he was still there. At a news conference yesterday, GM CEO Fritz Henderson declined to talk about what's going on. Daimler AG, the world's largest truck maker, says heavy truck sales show no sign of recovery in Europe, but have bottomed out in North America and show some glimmering signs of growth, Reuters reports. Daimler, which uses the Mercedes, Freightliner, and Fuso brands in the American market, says sales rose 9% in August and could rise 10% next year. Heavy truck sales are a very good leading indicator of where the economy is headed, since so many goods are moved by truck. Years ago, I went to the large truck companies and asked, if heavy trucks are a leading indicator for the economy, what do you guys look for as a leading indicator? And they said, we look at sales of trailers. So I went to the trailer manufacturers and asked, who do you guys look at for a leading indicator? And they said, we look at sales of trailer axles. So I guess we need to put in a call to companies like Dana and Eaton and see how those axle sales are going. Volkswagen CEO Martin Winterkorn is not optimistic about a recovery anytime soon. According to Bloomberg, the CEO says sales are not guaranteed to recover next year and that it'll take the auto industry until 2013 at the earliest to get back to pre-recession sales levels. He also predicts that any growth will come from China and India in the future. Nissan previewed a funky-looking concept ahead of the Tokyo Motor Show called the Land Glider. There isn't a whole lot of info about it, but it sits two people, is all electric, made of lightweight materials, and is designed to get around congested cities. The unique thing about this concept is its ability to lean into turns like a motorcycle. Of course, this idea isn't anything new. Anybody remember GM's Lean machine from about 20 years ago? Coming up next, we're going to take a look at Bosch's efforts to reach the new fuel economy targets set by the EPA.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Recently, the Obama administration outlined the fuel economy targets automakers must meet starting in 2012 to get to a fleet average of 35.5 miles per gallon by 2016. While that may sound far down the road, 7 years is the blink of an eye in the automotive universe. That's why giant auto supplier Bosch took the time last week to talk to the media about some of the technology it's developed that will help automakers meet that target. Bosch demonstrated vehicles already in production, equipped with direct injection, turbocharging, and clean diesel technologies. In addition to that, executives from the company also discussed their outlook on diesels versus hybrids and electrics. Here's Dr. Johannes Georg Ruger, the Senior Vice President of Engineering at Bosch, discussing why the company is bullish on diesel.
Yeah, if we talk about technologies which will play a major role in the market, then it's worth to underline that diesel systems and diesel technology will play a major role in the market. Clearly depending on the application, but coming from today's around 5% market share with light vehicles, we will see around 10%, which is doubling the market share by 2015. And clearly diesel is and will be the predominant solution for larger pickup trucks as well. So that combined shows that diesel can play a major role, and this is underlined by the very positive market acceptance that we have seen from diesel applications which have been launched since around 1 year ago.
But the company is not as enthusiastic about electrics, at least not in the near term.
We see a reasonable slope, I would say. And the reason for that is that some breakthroughs are still necessary, particularly if it comes to electric vehicles. Battery technology has to improve in various dimensions, from costs to performance. And that's the main reason why we believe it will take some time until that technology is proven to be the predominant solution in the North American market.
Reaching the 35.5 mile per gallon target ain't gonna be easy or cheap, yet Bosch believes achieving that number is possible, but more collaboration needs to be done between suppliers and automakers. And that just about wraps up today's top news in the global automotive industry, but don't forget to tune into Autoline After Hours tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Man, we will have a lot to talk about tonight. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight and tomorrow.